What is up, guys? In today's video we have an inside the mind style video where I'm walking you through my thoughts and decisions as I play in Fortnite Zero Build. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, find it helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and comment down below what you think of the new K-pop Demon Hunters update. I'm definitely liking this a lot more than the South Park one, just because of how much more mobility we have, and the weapon changes we got I think also are something that freshen up the game a decent amount, especially when combined with the what's it called, with the mobility items being added. Like, a lot of the SMGs got buffed, and the buffs are nice, but I think having more mobility in the game also enables those SMGs to like shine a bit more than just like the buffs themselves actually would. We're going Riptides this game because we got surfing and it was the first POI, and this is my favorite POI on the map, so it works out. I feel like I get surfing a lot more than the average player though. Like, whenever I'm streaming, I constantly get people telling me I get surfing so much more than they do. I think I beat him to this. Yeah, just barely. That's how you know I play this game too much. Like, knew I had a slightly better drop than him for that. Probably not worth taking that risk, but it is what it is. Got the Hollow Rush SMG. I might run this as my AR, like just running a shotgun and an SMG. I think it can work. Probably Deadeye is still going to be the preferred weapon. I haven't really played enough on this update to definitively say, but as I was saying at the start of the video, I think the SMG buffs we got make these SMGs a lot more viable. Or sorry, the mobility items we got make the SMGs a lot more viable. The golden bubble. Fight that happened over here. This is not good for me. Okay, nice. Whenever I'm fighting somebody that uses that mist, I would like to get the mist if possible. If they have the low gravity effect and you don't have the low gravity effect, that is a much harder fight to play than if you both have low gravity. And so with him throwing that, I didn't think he had healed very much from it already. It doesn't heal like absurdly quick. It's something that like takes time. So if you can jump in it right away and you're like confident fighting in that type of situation, it's something that can actually go pretty well for you. And I think that is oftentimes going to be better than the alternative where they just get the heal for free and they get the low gravity effect and you don't have it. I also threw that shield bubble down. That way I didn't have to deal with the fact that I didn't have to deal with the smoke screen aspect, because the way like those things work is like the person that's inside has an easier time seeing out than like the person outside seeing in. So I threw the bubble in such a way where he wouldn't really be able to damage me until I was able to get in the smoke and see him. And it did allow him to survive like one extra shot when he was trying to run away because of the bubble, but it still just protected me a lot, I think. By the time we were able to actually have a fight, there wasn't really a vision advantage for him, and then there also wasn't really a movement advantage for him either, because I had the low gravity effect as well. And I gained more shield from the bubble than he had gained from the mist in that time. So we got 6 shockwaves. I would like to run shockwaves in the mask. With the update, they made it to where you can only carry 4 shockwaves in a single stack rather than 6. Don't know if it's intentional or not. The fact that it hasn't been changed yet makes me think it's intentional, but you never know with Fortnite. This is a change that not a lot of people like, but it's something that I'm relatively content with. And if you guys watch my videos often, I'm sure you know that I'm like a shockwave fanboy. Like, I love this mobility item. I think it's a lot of fun to play with. But I get that there is some frustrating aspect of it when people are just spamming it to like constantly run away. And so I think making them decently plentiful on the map, but having it to where you can carry a little bit less in a single stack, balances it a bit. Because if you want to run a bunch of them, you got to dedicate 2 inventory slots to it. But even if you only run 1 stack, like you would think you'd run out of 4 really quick, and you can. But the fact that they're decently easy to find, I feel like addresses that pretty well. I would like to get the teleportation mask though. So far this update, that's what I've enjoyed running, is just shocks and the teleportation mask. I'm gonna get the slurp truck. The teleportation mask is just a lot. Probably should have went to that rift. It's a lot better for like non-crucial mobility. Like right now, I don't want to quite waste a shockwave to like run the way I'm running. But if I had the teleportation mask, I would have no problem just spamming it to get where I gotta go. I would also like to have the pump over the dual shotguns, but we have purple duals, and if I found a pump this game, I didn't realize it. And it certainly wasn't a high rarity one. So here we are. But especially since I'm using the SMG as my ranged weapon, I would want to have a pump. Not that the SMG is bad, but like one of the main reasons to want to use an SMG for your ranged weapon is that it'll pair better as a spray than like the ARs typically would. But I don't need that if I'm going to be using the dual shotguns, you know? This car model I use allows you to kill the driver from the passenger seat, and that's the main reason I use it. Just potentially pay to win or pay to lose, depending on your perspective. Like, people that just want to run away from fights, it's kind of pay to lose, but... You want to fight people? It works. I do think these SMGs are pretty solid, though. I'm probably going to kill her and then just get the mythic AR. Especially since it seems like I'm going to be using the duels this game. Imagine I died there. That was actually so unfortunate. I don't know if I'd rather have the ramen or the chug jug. I think I'd rather have the chug. Let me know in the comments what you would take. Someone just rifted. Okay, nice. I was going to say I could chill up here and see if they come this way. They kind of are, but they aren't. They're not going to land up here. I was hoping that maybe they would want to land on the boss icon thing. He's getting fought by somebody at that house. We can maybe move up. Hopefully he lands on the house and they have a sketchy fight and then we can just third party it. Oh no. We get this guy out quick. The other guy's still in the house. Again, teleportation mask would be so good for what I want as my mobility right now. I don't know where my car went. I think I knocked it back when I shockwaved. I flipped it. But I really don't want to be where I am. Down in the low ground while this guy is potentially at this house. I don't know what happened to him. But it seemed like the player that was rifting landed on the house and then either shockwaved away or got a shockwave thrown at them and got knocked down. So I thought there was for sure somebody else in that house. There was like shots fired too. I don't know what's going on here. Like a fight that kind of fizzled out and then one player got away. When I was driving the car over here initially, I thought they were fighting in the bush, so I was going to run the bush over to just remove it. Like sus of that player coming back. I want to check the loot on the Goku I killed, but I'm worried about basically the same thing happening to me that happened to him. Unfortunate. No mask. I think I got more shocks. There's a gold pump in here. I don't know if I want to take it though, because I've been using the duels this entire game. We could just stick with them. Sadly, my car is running out of gas. Try to at least get to the top of this hill. I'm like still somewhat concerned about that player being down there. RIP my car. It served me well though. This car would not serve me well, it's very weak. Shots fired over here. $90 damage. We can just go on that. And one of the nice things about the duels is like since you don't need a spray weapon with them up close, you can do stuff like that without worrying about it as much. With my pump, oh shoot, there's a guy pushing me. With the pump, I would be worried about my AR being loaded pushing a fight like that. If I like get AR tags on somebody and then also want to like shockwave on them. Player's hitting. But if I wanted to use like half my AR mag or more to get early damage on them and then also shockwave on them right away and shoot them while in the sky, something like that just doesn't feel as good with the pump because I want my AR loaded when I get to them. But with the duels, I don't have to worry about that. It's like a bit of a struggle to explain what I was trying to explain because that guy was hopping on me right away and he wasn't bad. He had the mythic flex SMG. But yeah, basically the fact that I didn't need to worry about using my AR to spray made it so I could just fight sooner. Like just give that player less time to react to the AR beams. And spam them with my AR as I'm traveling to them. You could do with the pump too, but it's just sketchy sometimes. If you're gonna land on somebody with like barely any AR ammo. If you don't one pump them, it's rough. Somebody potentially on that rock. There's a bunker up there, but it might be from a long time ago. Either way, that rock is annoying, but it's a bit easier to deal with now, I think, than it was with the South Park update. Because the shockwaves coming back into the loot pool and the void mask being in the loot pool just makes it a bit easier to push something like that than it was with just like crash pads and a wingsuit. We have 4 opponents remaining in a rather large zone to have 4 opponents in, which is unfortunate, but that's a lot of times Fortnite Zero Build if you play aggressive and get kills. The shockwaves are like tripping me out. It says I have 3 in my inventory, but when I hold it, it says I have 4, which has been a bug in the game for I think this entire chapter with like items like that you can only carry a set amount in your inventory. Oh no, I did not mean to jump off the building as I threw that. I was trying to jump as I threw it to give it a little more distance. Play some barrels here. I'm still just like trying to wrap around that rock. Let's see if there's anybody up there. Somebody about to teleport up. I could shoot at this player right now, but I think it's best if I just don't shoot at him. Because if there's somebody up there, they should fight. But now he's going to have control of that rock if there is nobody up here already. But now I know for certain there's somebody up there. I don't know if he knows I TP'd up here. There's shots to our right. Not really continuous though. And I don't see him. I didn't see him pad though. He's right here. I don't know if he knows that I just saw him. He knocked himself with fall. Somebody wingsuiting above us. I'm just gonna spam mobility and get over here. And we could do this without really worrying about it because I know there's shockwaves at this building. It's full reset. He's on the bunker. If I like somehow did a lot of damage there, I would be like shockwaving and masking onto him. Two opponents remain. One is I'm pretty sure just on the rock got that kill. The other one's in a car over here. I don't like this. I just go zone. I could push the rock like the same exact way I did before. Then it's probably safer to just go zone. But that kind of what I was saying about it being a bit easier to push that rock with the void mask in the game and just shockwaves over crash pads. You just throw it and then TP up. And the fact that you can throw the ball and then not teleport to it right away if you don't want to is also like really nice for things like that. Don't know what that man was doing. Because you could like throw the ball up there, get shots on the person and then TP, or like not TP if you don't hit the shots, you know? Like this. I could just have that there. And now we got good damage on him. We teleport to it. And he's just can't play the game. Like being able to set up plays for yourself like that with the mask has like one of the ways that it's like really good pushing mobility. If I didn't have it placed already, then like just using a shock there would be better. But I already have my mask in a very safe spot. Don't have to worry about him potentially hitting shots on me as I TP to him. But yeah, it was super easy. But that is going to be it for this video. Full shotgun still really busted as always. If you guys did enjoy this, find it helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.